verse taped to my computer screen. And I saw her about 6 months ago, and she said that she had a new philosophy, that she wasn't going to say anything that wasn't truthful, nice, or necessary. So that's kind of been my New Year's resolution. I will tell you it has decreased my conversation by about 90%. But I will only be here for 2 or 3 minutes right now, and I promise you that everything I say will be truthful, nice, and necessary. First thing, the decorations on your table were provided by the Silent Samaritan Committee. I think, in all honesty, it's probably due more to the good work of Carolina Cadell. I would tell you that Danny did most of it, but that would not be in keeping with truthful, nice, and necessary. So, but we do appreciate all of the hard work that they did. Also, the hospital is a tremendous, the Hospital Foundation is a tremendous supporter of the Counseling Center. We appreciate all that they do to make this banquet possible, providing facility, helping with everything that we do. And Greg Wood, Matt, Leanne, all the members of the hospital staff that are here, we just thank you so much for what you do. I thank you, and our main purpose is to thank those of you who are here today. You have been very supportive of this program for several years now. We thank you for coming. I thank you for appreciating the character and the courage of our speakers today. I thank you for supporting the individual members of this staff with your prayers, with your friendship, and with your financial contributions to the agency. The money that comes from the Silent Samaritan is used oftentimes to pay for the counseling hours for people who do not have insurance or any other method of payment. It also helps pay for extending the counseling for those who have exhausted their insurance. Tammy and I are leaders of our church youth group, and oftentimes we ask them for prayer requests, and sometimes we ask, and what are they thankful for? And when we hear from them, we hear thankful for things such as their cell phones, for cookout, for the red lights that go on their truck so they can chase the fires, for chocolate chip cookies. But they also, when you get them to think seriously, they are very honest when they say they thank the Lord for a safe place, for people who have a positive influence in their lives, for people who are kind to them, and for people who make them better. I think speaking as the support group for the Counseling Center, I think we thank each of you for their financial contributions that allow the Counseling Center, and more particularly the professional counselors that we have, to provide that safe place, to provide that influence and counseling to make these people feel less lonely, to have a positive influence on them, and overall to hopefully get them to a better place. Just as Rocky talked about Simba and the support group, the No Worries, I went back last night and I pulled up The Lion King. It's still most of you, if you've paid any attention to Disney movies, there's always a bad guy and there's always some dark moments. And when sometimes when I think about it, it really could be traumatic to just the kids who watch it. But it is. But usually, good wins out in the end, and I think that's what we all hope for the folks who are the participants in counseling at the Scotland Family Counseling Center. We at the Counseling Center, our staff and the directors, are grateful for each of you who give your means, the strength and encouragement to touch others in their time of need. Sometimes we feel that we do not thank you enough, and I think part of that is because we do not advertise your giving. But feeling grateful and not expressing it is kind of like wrapping a package and not giving it. So we want you to know, from each of us who have any volunteer capacity with the Silent Samaritan and with the Scotland Family Counseling Center, how much we do appreciate what you do. We're grateful for your support, for your encouragement, your gifts that make all possible at the Counseling Center, the things that they do that are both good, kind, and godly. As our youth would say, or our grandkids might say, if they sent you a text message, it would be TYFBA. Thank you for being awesome.